Alex Pereira had a message for Dricus Du Plessis today. Alex posted this to his Instagram. He wrote, "I'm focused on my next fight, and I'm going to be prepared, but you never know what can happen. So regardless of the result, I want to go down one more time to the middleweight and go for the belt. Hey Dricus, bring your will to fight me, so you can prove that you are better than me. With your public statement, it is easy to make this happen. Shama." Dricus fired back on X. He wrote, "At Alex Pereira, you and your boyfriend Sean Strickland can have a domestic dispute on who gets slept first." This user replied, "Dricus, you look like Michelin Man after the Strickland fight." Dricus responded, "You mean Michelin Man with a belt?" Magomed Ankalaev was not too thrilled with this whole interaction. Magomed posted this to X. He wrote, "You are so weak, Alex Pereira. You only pick on the guys who are in lower division than you, and you think you can beat them. People are not stupid. There is a reason why you are fighting Khalil and not me." Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch react to the clip of Merab appearing to be drinking and taking shots just 2 weeks out from UFC 306.
You see Merab's in Tijuana, Mexico, pretended to drink. Do you think he's tricked anybody with pretending to take those shots?
Well, the way he's dancing kind of looks like it.
Well, he does. I mean, he does that in a lot of
It'd be
videos.
stupid to be drinking that close.
Well,
to
yeah,
this fight.
he's not. But the way he dances, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sweet. I like that. It is sweet. I kind of want to sleep him and then hit one of those little cha-cha-chas on him. He went on the Schmo pod saying he doesn't drink and he doesn't like drinking. Then he's pretending to drink. It's like, buddy, all the comments were like, dude, this isn't like, you didn't.
He's just punch drunk.
He is. I think he's just a little bit something.
I wonder if he went there to actually like get some boxing work with a random coach a week out from the fight.
Dude, honestly, why else would he go to Tijuana other than maybe make that video? Maybe that couldn't have been his main goal. I'm gonna make a funny video. It's gonna go viral. Or if it was gonna go spar with these boxers, probably spar or get hair implants. One of the two.
Or just hit mitts. Maybe
Hit
it
mitts
was even
is it.
sparring.
Oh yeah, because it's cut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to put my finger so far it's cut.
That'd be nice to split that thing so open where it's just a flat. It just looks like it
Hanging.
just over the eye.
Oh, that'd be the first he's gotten that close to his face.
Daniel Cormier calls out Khabib for not inviting him to his barbecue, and then Khabib pulls out receipts.
Hey, you're in the wrong place.
Hey, Hop, don't do this to me.
Where are you at? Huh? Don't come and kiss me.
I'm home
Don't
now.
come and kiss
It's
me.
reality. Life is good now.
You can hug me.
Tell these guys, shut up and train. Hey, these guys. Huh? Hey, when you leave? Hey, you have a barbecue the other day and you don't call me? You have a barbecue
call
the other day,
you.
don't
I
call me?
call
No,
you.
you did. You have a barbecue the other day, you don't call me. You give me barbecue and you don't call me?
This is crazy time.
What's up, bro?
I call him. I call him. I call this guy. You know what he did?
You don't give me.
Be careful. You know what he do?
Yeah.
He don't answer my phone and he said me, hey, what is this? Hey,
Let me see.
I call you. Call me back. What is this? Hey. What do you mean, hey?
When did you send me this?
This is brother Thursday, 12:47.
What number you have for this one?
This is your number.
No, press the button. No, press info. This one in there. All right.
This is your number.
Brother, when you send me this?
This is your number.
I
What
know
is
this.
this? Hey.
When did you send me this?
Okay, I'm gonna call you again. Look.
Brother,
Hey,
when-
no. Give me.
Yeah, I see. When
Listen,
did
you see?
When did you send me?
You're just supposed to post like no, just like this, Green line.
This is crazy talk.
Are you understand, coach?
Yep.
Phone, remember everything.
Belal Muhammad had words for Sean Strickland today. Belal does not see Sean as a tough fight and says he'd like to move up to middleweight to fight Sean and make it look easy. Speaking to Submission Radio, Belal said, "I slap him around. I literally go in there and I slap him around. When I think of tough fights, Sean's not one of them. I think he would be an easy fight for me. He beats a lot of guys with cardio. I have better cardio than him. He beats a lot of guys with jabs. I have better boxing than him. He beats guys with teeps, but those guys, they fight him a certain way. They don't fight him smart. Costa backed up the whole time, and then he just took those teep kicks. Even with a diss on you, he backed up the whole time for the most part. And then even in that fight, it wasn't that great of a fight, right? If Sean never landed that cross, he could have lost a boring decision. Even with his coach in his corner telling him like, Sean, you're about to lose a boring decision, even though he landed that cross. So I think people just think about his last 10 seconds of every fight, and he goes crazy. And people are like, oh, Sean is wild, man. And he says wild things, but he fights safe, and he fights not to get hit, and he fights not to lose. So I think I go in there, and I break him with pressure, and honestly, I'll make it look easy. Oh man, I would love to fight Sean. It doesn't even have to be belts on the line. I would just fight him just to fight him at 185 because he ain't coming down to 170 anymore. But yeah, that would be the fight I would want at 185. I think for myself now, it's building a legacy now. So when you look at the names that I have in my record and you look at the guys that I fought, I have a lot of big name veterans, right? You got Wonderboy, Maya, Gilbert Burns, Luque, even Randy Brown, Sean Brady, and now Leon Edwards. I think maybe two more, these young guns, right? You've got Shavkat, then I think Ian Gary or Jack Della Maddalena. One of those guys is going to go ahead. One of those guys either have to fight each other or get a win against Kamaru Usman or somebody. Or it could be Kamaru. And then I think I could start talking about somebody else because I had to take the long road to get here, right? I had to go through so many big name guys. And like I said, I have 4 top 5 wins that when you look at it, it's going to eventually be like, now I'm going to have to do a rematch. Now there's going to be another rematch. But I think after 2, I could start talking about it. I think it just depends on who's the champion or who's up there, right? Because if it's Sean, I would definitely want that fight. And I would beg for that fight because I don't think he's going to be touching gold anymore. Dude sucks. Conor McGregor claims Mike Perry is actually fired from BKFC. After Mike lost to Jake Paul, Conor said, hey Mike, you're released, and you could go and compete in your smelly, dirty boxing championship thing. The smell of it. Good luck. You're fired. Today, Conor posted a video of himself hitting the heavy bag bare knuckle to promote BKFC 65. A fan replied to this post saying, bro, did you really fire Mike Perry? Conor said, see him since? Kevin Lee and Vicente Luque grapple at Kill Cliff Fight Club.
Captains, let's shake hands. No gloves. We got the captains, Kevin Lee, Vicente, Silent Assassin, and the Phenom. It comes down to this, double or nothing. Team captains. Oh! Oh! He saved it! Kevin saved it! Vicente was in deep there. Oh, good footwork from Vicente. He's getting the hips back. Look at that. Frank! Oh, I could see that coming. Oh! Oh, that's one. Vicente, we need to pull it back. Let's go. Oh, Vicente being aggressive. Oh! Kevin tried to go behind. Vicente privy to it. Vicente's got the hands locked on a body lock, but Kevin got the front headlock too. Oh! Vicente looking strong there though, even though Kevin's on top. Vicente's trying to keep his hips back and not get tossed.
Yeah. One more.
Gilbert Burns says he was not surprised by Belal Muhammad's dominant win over Leon Edwards. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Gilbert said, I kind of saw that coming, especially because Leon is a great fighter, but whenever he was saying, I'm going to knock this guy out, bro, it's hard to knock Belal out. The guy has a chin. Leon Edwards in the last, 10 fights, he has maybe 1 knockout against Kamaru Usman. Other than that, he doesn't knock people out. On technique, striking-wise, Leon Edwards is very, very good, but putting everything together with the pace, with the volume, staying in your face with takedowns, dirty boxing, especially doing the camp with Islam and Khabib, I kind of felt that was the path for Belal to win, and he did exactly what he had to do. I wasn't impressed. I knew what he was doing. He had a long layoff preparing for this fight, and I think he was feeding off the fact the UFC made him wait. Leon made him wait. He was fed up from that. He was hungry. He worked super hard. You saw he was in amazing shape. I just thought Leon would do a little better job of defending, but I still expected to see Belal overwhelming him with work. Belal looked very good in becoming champion. People cannot deny him anymore. He's a good champion. I think he's doing a good thing facing Shavkat, the toughest competition out there. Whoever is the number 1, I like what he's doing. In the whole division, I think Shavkat is the guy that deserves it the most. But I know he was going to fight Jack Della Maddalena. That was a good fight, but Jack still has an injury on his arm. He had a couple operations making the arm good, but if Belal is not ready this year, I think Shavkat should do one more this year, maybe against Jack or maybe Ian Gary. I think those are the guys at the top. Kamaru was there, but it's 3 losses in a row. He kind of doesn't necessarily deserve it right now. Colby Covington is there too, but he's not doing anything. Leon, I don't think he deserves a rematch right now. Shavkat against Jack or Ian Gary would make a lot of sense to be next. Shavkat could be next if Belal is ready to go in Abu Dhabi or Salt Lake City, but if he has to postpone due to these injuries, Shavkat might do one more to get it, so we have a clear #1 contender. Jessica Andrade is suing her former coach and manager, Gilbert Burns, for allegedly embezzling $2 million. In a recent interview with MMAfighting.com, Jessica said, "We have a lawsuit going about TransferWise and the money that was transferred to other people I've never seen in my life. That happened when he was taking care of my finances. I had no access to anything." At one point he said, "Jessica, look, let me handle this for you. You don't have to worry about any of this." And as always, I trusted him. He removed my access to the account. He said, "You don't need to look at your accounts. You'll have a monthly salary." I was making good money in the beginning, but in the end, I don't know how that money ran out. He said I was shopping too much on Amazon, but with the investigation and all that, we saw that I made $2 million and spent $10,000 on Amazon. Where did the rest of the money go? It makes no sense, and it's being investigated now, and we'll find out where every penny went. I'll just wait for now. I'm preparing for this fight on Saturday, and as soon as it's over, I'll look at this lawsuit again and keep it moving. The lawsuit is moving in the United States, and he's in Brazil. So I don't know how it's going to work. He was quite smart. He left before things happened. I could be thinking about retiring now, right? I'll have to keep fighting to make that money again and have a normal life, but it's all good. God knows of all things. Sometimes we have to go down so we can get back up better. I'm ready to receive what God has for my life. God won't ever let me give up. I could sleep at night knowing I've done good things to everybody, never did anything bad to anyone. What he's taken from me, that's all he's ever going to have, because he lost all his athletes, he lost everything. The only thing he still has is a gym, which he opened with my money. And that's all he's going to have for the rest of his life. Now, this man has responded to these accusations. In a statement to MMAfighting.com, he said, "Anyone who has a brain and knows how to do math will see that she doesn't really spend her money on just a few purchases on Amazon. She has a lot of expenses, and there are so many that she even gets lost in the calculations. Jessica is not incapable. Jessica is not a 15-year-old girl, and Jessica is not illiterate. Jessica was never forbidden from going to the bank, from calling the bank, and from finding out how her accounts were. Jessica always had full access to her things and was always intelligent enough to know everything that's happened in her financial life. And I was never the guy who took care of her financial life. I was just her advisor, and when she needed it and asked for it. But all of this will be proven if there is a coherent investigation. May justice be served, and may the wrongdoer pay, because lying to the authorities and lying to have a trial go to your favor is also a crime. Let's wait and see what happens." Merab Dvalishvili responded to Dana White going off on him last week. As you guys know, Merab received a cut in training and posted it to his Instagram.
The whole world knows about Merab's cut. He posted it. Our guys are so dumb. It's next level unbelievable.
Against a guy like O'Malley, who's a sharpshooter and who's a very accurate puncher, now all of a sudden there's a big target for him.
And why the would you want him to know that? It is next level stupid.
Speaking to MMA Junkie, Merab said, "I never regret what I did. I post this because I post everything in my social media. It wasn't a big deal because I had more than 3 weeks when I got cut. And I know that my cut will take 5 days to heal up. And then this didn't affect my training, my sparring, nothing. As you see, I'm healed up. Everything is good. When I saw Dana was upset, of course I don't want to upset Dana White and UFC or do something like that. But I was very calm and relaxed because it wasn't a big deal. I don't regret nothing. This is who I am. This is what I do, and this is my life. That's why I'm a fighter, and this is my life and what I do. That's how I always do. I get cut all the time, and I take the stitches out myself. It was normal for me to take the stitches out by myself. I realized later it was big scissors, but at first when I take the stitches out, I was trying to take them out with a knife, but then the knife wasn't cutting. It was very painful, and I used scissors. Sorry I don't have small scissors. I don't know, whatever. I understand for sure. I understand, but as I said, this is who I am and what I do, and I don't regret nothing. Now everybody knows everything is good, and now it's even worked out better because it got more people to panic, more people to pay attention for our fight." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Khamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker potentially being removed as the co-main event of UFC 308. The first one's from Gold Roger is King. It says, "At this point, send Khamzat to 1 championship because this is getting ridiculous." The second one's from Doyle McPoyle. It says, "There should be a petition to cut Chimaev from the organization." And the final one says, "I feel like at this rate, Bo Nickal might fight for the belt before Khamzat." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.